Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. We're playing Real Racing 3 again, and this video has been a long time in the making. It should have been done like over a week ago, before the Italian Grand Prix event was available, but Real Racing kind of just sprung that update on us. So I'm just going to teach you guys how to gain time at Monza. So let's just jump straight into it. So here you see these first two lines, they're kind of like a warning telling you that this next line is coming up right here. So if you can see carefully on the ground, there's a line there. This line is kind of your breaking point. You have to already be braking before you get there. So when you cross those first two lines, you need to know that, okay, the braking zone's coming up soon. And when you start to see this line, that's when you have to like really slam on the brakes so that you'll be able to go through turn 1 and 2 quickly, because this corner is very tight. And what you want to do here is you really want to cut across this as much as you can. Keep your wheels on the white and red stuff here. You know, you can put the right side on the green, doesn't really matter. And then it's the same here, it kind of lines you up there. I'm not too sure about track limits, but you know, you just want to push you. It's gonna throw you out to a ward around this curb, this area here. All you have to do is just get it back on the black stuff, completely flat out through Curva Grande. It's pretty easy. I like to drive over it like this. I just kind of like doing that. I'm not sure if it's really going to give you that much time, but personally that's what I do. Now coming up to the Della Roggia chicane, you have to brake as you go underneath that bridge there. That's where you start braking setup for this corner. This is, I think, the trickiest corner in this track, because you can get so much speed through here, but you can also mess it up. So again, you want to like cut this corner, you want to cut both of the chicanes as much as possible. That's just the best time to get lap time. It just cuts it, but make sure that you are within track limits. It's going to throw you to here, just right on the middle of the curbs, just like what turn 1 does. It throws you onto the curb. You just have to floor it, go flat out through there, and your lap time should be in the low 20 seconds, so like 24, like from 25 down, somewhere there. That's more or less good. And now it's Lesmo 1 and 2. Lesmo 1 and 2 are so much fun because you're driving flat out towards them. You just tap the brake slightly and then you floor it through the corner. Sometimes you can get as close to the barrier on the right as much as you want, but it doesn't really matter. It's going to spit you out onto this curb. That wasn't really a good representation because I wasn't going at speed, and so you weren't able to see it there. And so again with Lesmo 2, you just tap the brake here, cut this corner as much as possible, flat out. It's going to spit you onto the curb and you need to just throw the car back onto the straight. It's, when you watch it like that, it does seem kind of mundane and boring. Like I told you before, I like just riding over these curbs. But Lesmo 1 and 2 are so much fun, and then through that curb, they're just keeping the car dead straight to maximize as much speed, because you can scrub speed off while you're busy squiggling like I showed you there. And now Ascari chicane is kind of weird because you just need to tap the brakes and then you're flat out completely for the rest of it. So at the start, you tap the brakes, and then when you start turning in, floor it again. But you do have to be careful. You can't turn in too rough because you'll lose the back end and you'll go sliding out of the chicane, and that's just your lap gone. So it is pretty simple. Monza is quite a simple track, to be honest. And now we're in Parabolica. I like to go over this curb and then it's gonna spit you right onto the edge. You can put your left hand tires over the grass. It's not going to affect you, so long as you have at least 2 tires on the track. You'll have like enough grip, because I think if you put the rear tires on there, you're going to lose grip. And yeah, now let's ride on board with my fastest lap. And that is a lap of Monza. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Obviously a 1:14.5 isn't the fastest you can do. Clearly you can see a 1:07 is the quickest. But yeah, this is just to show you how to gain time. Obviously you can just take some of my advice and improve your lap time. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and tune in more for some more racing game content. Peace.